Hey, what's going on, guys? Pseudo Catalyst with part 2 of the Console Creative Fortnite tutorial. In the last video, I showed you guys the very basics of how to manipulate an object. And today, what we're going to do is work with 3 specific devices in the device menu. And that will be the player spawner, the capture item spawner, and the capture area. So the first thing that we're going to want to do, I have my phone out, so we've already got that. We're going to press up on the D-pad. That's going to bring us into these set of menus. We have the quick menu, which is essentially the same thing as the menu that I was showing you guys in the last video. Less of a menu and just sort of the options you have on the side of your screen when manipulating an asset. We have the content tab, which has prefabs, galleries, devices, weapons, and consumables. This is going to be a large portion of the time that you spend in creative. We also have the island settings, where we can change the parameters of the game. You know, what are the rules that the players will follow, how, you know, what health and shields and kind of damage and all sorts of things. What can the players do? What does it take to win the game? What are we seeing on the screen on our heads-up display and stuff like that. So to start off, we're going to go to the device menu. And instead of searching around for the things that we need, what we're going to do is we're going to press X, triangle, and then X again. That's going to bring us into the search menu. We're just going to type in player here. I don't think you saw my screen. That may be a safety feature from PlayStation. Anyway, I typed in player in the top left-hand corner of the screen, as you can see there, and that brought us to this. You can see there are far fewer devices here than there were previously. We have the audio player, the player spawner, player checkpoint, video player. Anything that has the word player in it is what is being displayed here. We just need the player spawner for now, so let's set that up in our world. So, I suppose I should go over how to get this on the quick bar. We're going to hover over the device, the player spawner. We're going to press X, and then to equip it to your quick bar, you're going to click the corresponding button to the slot of that menu of the quick bar. I pressed up on the D-pad. So now, when I go into my world, I can hold L2 or the left stick and then press up on the D-pad in order to spawn in the player spawn pad. So I'm going to select 2 of them, or rather I should place 2 of them, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 teams. So what did I do here? I walked up to the device, I saw a prompt, and I pressed square. You can see that I have a customization menu. This is the basic options. There's only 3 options here. Really, this is all we're going to need. Oh yeah. I'll make them both invisible in the game. But we have other options. We have all options, which are kind of like the advanced options. But we don't really have to cover that right now. And we also have this very interesting set of tabs, functions and events. And this is like very simple programming that we can do in the creative platform. We won't cover that in this video, but we will in future videos. Alright, so now that I have these 2 devices set up as Team 1 and Team 2, and just again let's wind back a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm excited. When you make a change in the options, let's say I want this to be Team 5, if I back out with circle, it'll still be Team 1. If I go to Team 5 and I press square to say OK, it'll turn to Team 5. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, we have 2 different teams spawn pads. Now, why did I do that? Let's cover that real quick. And we'll spawn in a neutral spawn pad. What I used to do in some of my previous creative maps is I would just spawn in all sorts of spawns in my map. And it would be really annoying because I would have to manually go in and change each spawn pad to the team that I wanted it to be. And that's really annoying. And it takes up a lot of time. So what I do is I set up my devices first, and then, look. I have a bunch of Team 1 spawn pads. Or, if I want Team 2 spawn pads, I will copy and paste Team 2 spawn pads. Right, so for the majority of devices, what's going to be true is that when you copy and paste them, their settings will come with them. Alright, so we have the player spawn pad down. These things are relatively simple. I don't think they need too much of an explanation. They are where your player spawns instead of from out of the battle bus or sky. Now, triangle up on the menu. We're going to go to devices again. We're going to remove the player entry, and we're going to enter capture. Now we have two devices here, the capture item spawner and the capture area. So we're going to put down the capture item spawner, and we're going to put down the capture area. Now, like we did for the spawn pad, we need to specify some custom options. So let's go to all options. We're going to say the friendly team is Team 1, because this is behind Team 1, and it's blue. So this is for Team 1. And it's captured by friendly team? No, hostile teams. And that's all we have to do for that for now. We're going to come here. We're going to go to the advanced options, or all options. And the starting team is going to be Team 1. Alright, so now these devices know that they are aligned with Team 1 and that they will be captured by Team 2. But what is it spawning and what is being captured here? We have to specify. So let's go back into the menu. I'll remove my entry here. We're actually going to be going to consumables here. And again, I'm just going to type in what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a flag. And here we go. There's the flag. Alright, so now I have a flag, and I'm going to go into my my Battle Royale menu, and I'm going to drop the flag like I drop an item in Battle Royale. As you can see, the flag is blue. We can change that. If I change it to pink, the flag will be pink. But I want it to correspond with the team color. Alright, so now the item spawner knows, okay, I'm spawning a flag. Now, let's give that same information to the capture area. We're telling the capture area you're looking for flag pickup. And there we go. We can see it is a holographic flag, meaning that there is no flag being captured. The flag is here. Now, like I said, when devices are copied and pasted, they save all of their data. So, in order to save some time, so I don't have to go and find a bunch of flags, these are already accepted. Or rather, these already have flags in them. They've already accepted the flags. So we're just going to change that to Team 2. We're going to change that to the color red. Same here. We're going to change it to Team 2. We're going to change it to the color red. Alright, so there we go. We have the basics already set up for these devices. Now let's start the game and playtest. I've spawned in spawn 1, so I'm being identified as Team 1. I can't pick up Team 1's flag, but I can pick up Team 2's flag, and I can deposit it. But you may notice something. Well, how many flags have I captured. Nowhere is really saying that, and I might just be able to infinitely capture flags, and, well, I'll never win. So let's change that. That means we have to go into the game parameters and set what it means to win, and also tell the game what information to display on our heads-up display. So, here we are, back with the devices. Get our phone out, go into the menu, and we're going to go to Island Settings. We're going to go to Mode, and we're going to go to Structure. And we're going to say the amount of teams are 2. There's Team 1 and Team 2. Alright. So then we're going to go to Round. We're going to go to End Condition, and we're going to say 10 minutes of time. And the score to end is 3. When we capture 3 flags, the game is over. The victory condition is score. And we can set a victory animation if we want. I think we're just going to say default. Alright, so we've told the game there are 2 teams, and those 2 teams will be fighting for a score of 3. It'll end the game, and the victory condition is the score. Now, we're going to go down to User Interface, and we're going to go to HUD. We're going to say HUD info type is score. So it's displaying the score that both teams have. So now we're going to show top center score heads up display is on. Now we're going to go to scoreboard. Display scoreboard, yes. And that should be it. I believe that is all we need to do in order to set those parameters. So let's play test. Here we are. Pick this up. Boom. There we go. Now you can see below my minimap and also at the top of the screen, it shows that I have made a capture. Now, let's see when we win. There we go. I met a victory condition. Alright, so what else can we do? I think I'm going to make it 4 devices. I said 3, but I'm going to add 1 more device. Just remove the flag entry there. I'm going to add... I forget its specific name. Where is it now? I wonder if they... Oh, there it is. So, a HUD message device. This is a simple device. It adds good flavor to your game, though. So we're going to customize this device. Show on round start. Time from round start. I'd say 3 seconds. Show for duration. 5 seconds is good. We're going to say just something simple. Capture the flag. There we go. We're going to save and close. We're going to say OK. and we're going to play test that. Let's wait for it. Capture the flag. It's a little small. I wanted it to be a little bigger, so let's just edit that real quick. Do top center. Can we control the size? Where is that option? There we go. We're just going to bump that up. Let's say 45. Let's see how that does. Start the game. Capture the flag. There it is. Now, we could be more fancy with that and create messages for when the flag is picked up or dropped, but as you can see, it says Urbane Simeon took your flag, and then Urbane Simeon captured your flag. So, we don't really have to do that. I just wanted to show you the HUD device. It is a very simple device. Let's end the game. And I'll just give you a little bit more of a preview of that device. So you can write your own custom message. You can determine which team sees it. I just said everyone should see it. How long it's displayed, and the different colors. So what's the color of the text, for example? It's white. Let's change it to... We won't do red or blue because that'll show team favoritism. Let's say purple because it's a combination of red and blue. Or, here's what we can do. This one's blue. And we'll say it is for team 1. And then I'll copy and paste that. I'll say this is for team 2. And the text color will be red. There we go. So typically you spawn as the first player. The host will spawn as team 1. So this should display as a blue text. There we go. In blue, capture the flag. If I was red team, it would display as red text. We're just gonna make sure that it functions, and there we go. And that is really all you need in order to create a basic capture the flag map. These are all the devices that you're going to need. It's not very many of them, and they're fairly simple, which is good news. And I think in the next video, what we're going to do is do a little bit of landscaping. We're going to do some environmental design and storytelling, and we'll set up a base and an environment for our players to play in now that we have all the parameters set up. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next time.